Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name is Stephany, and for today's video, I am planning in my Plum Paper daily planner, and I'm going to be using all of these beautiful stickers. All of the shops will be linked down in the description box below, so you guys can check them out and possibly even save some money on your order. So for this plan with me, I am using this beautiful movie time kit from Gracefully Broken, and I am also using these letters from According to Allie. But before we get started, I did want to mention that Plum Paper will be having their 20% off site-wide sale April 13th through April 17th. No code needed, but be sure to stack code Stephany10 to save an additional 10% off of your order. So definitely keep that in mind. That is such an amazing sale. And so before I get the pages out, I did want to show you how these last few days are coming along using this sub box from Sweet Kawaii Designs, which actually closes tomorrow, April 10th. So be sure to sign up for it if you guys like it. And in case you guys miss this plan with me, I'll go ahead and link it at the end of this one. But for now, let's go ahead and get the pages out. We'll go ahead and put this one up here. That way we can get started. And so we are going to be planning the weekend. And I thought that this movie time kit was just absolutely perfect. I actually did a self-care type of spread over in my jeans agenda planner, and so I wanted to do something similar with this movie theme, just because it has been extremely busy around here. And this weekend we actually have 3 soccer games and gymnastics as well, and anything else that we have planned, but it is going to be busy. So I am hoping that we can squeeze in some self-care and a movie as well. So we'll see exactly how it goes. But yeah, I just thought that these stickers would be perfect. And I really love the color scheme. Like we have the gray, the browns, and some pink as well. And I just love the shade of these colors. They are really, really pretty. And so I am going to start by laying some of this gray grid washi down here at the bottom, kind of like that. At least I hope so. And so before I fully put it down, I did want to see what else I could add. So I really want to use this little popcorn machine. And then should I pair it with like the bowl of popcorn with a remote, or maybe just this one? Okay, I am thinking that I could maybe use this one. So we'll go ahead and do something like this. Look at how cute that is. Okay, so question is, do I want it like behind the washi or on top? And I actually think that I want to do it on top. That way I'm not hiding like all of the details with the legs or anything like that. So if I grab my tweezers, I can see it a little bit better. So yeah, we could do something like this. So let's go ahead and get this one going. And then we'll go ahead and add this one right up here. Yeah, kind of like that. And then I was looking for like your traditional type of quote for this spread, but then I came across these letters from According to Allie, and I'm definitely loving the grays and the browns, which is exactly what we have going on. And I thought that I would make my own little type of quotes. So for this one, I think I am going to go with movie time. So what this spread is called, not spread, but what these stickers are called, and I just thought that that would be great. So let's get it started. Let's spell out movie time. And I don't think that I'm going to add them. Movie and then time. Okay. So I think we're going to alternate. So I don't think that I'm going to be able to write something on every page. But at least maybe 2 pages. I don't know. We'll see where this goes. So we have M-O and then V and then the I. So the I is going to be brown. And I actually used Allie's like what was it, Valentine's Day one. So I had the pinks and the whites and the reds for a Valentine's Day spread. And again, I spelled out the quote, and I think that it turned out so cute. So I think that this time it's gonna be cute as well. And look, I think it's already coming along really, really well. And then time, we'll go ahead and maybe, should this one be straight across, maybe like that? That way it doesn't spread out too much. Yeah. So let's go ahead and put the T, and then we'll do the I. So yeah, like even today, Thursday, we have a game going on. My 8-year-old has a game, so we're gonna be doing that. And then tomorrow, Friday, he has he has practice on Friday, and then on Saturday he has another game. So we are just all the practices and all the games over here. So the M, and then we'll go ahead and end it with the E. Okay, perfect. I think that looks amazing. These letters are just super duper fun. So now that we have that going, I think that I want to add some florals over here. And I really like this big one, but I think I'm going to hold myself back and not just plaster it over here. I think that I'm going to go with the smaller one. And I don't know, did I want to create like my own little corner sticker, or just simply have something cute going on? I don't know. Let's see. Let's grab this smaller one and see how we feel about it, because we could kind of place it here, or maybe do a straight edge sticker, kind of like that. That way it's not a corner sticker and it's not too big, and it's also not covering up the date, which is what I am mostly concerned about, because we could do it like that, but no, actually I think I like it like this now that I see it. So yeah, let's go ahead and place it right there. That way we only get one straight edge. So if I grab my scissors, we can go ahead and get rid of this piece, which is actually not a bad scrap piece. So I'll just put that one off to the side. Oh my gosh, that looks amazing. And then maybe over here, we could just add a nice little touch. And I also want to make sure that I have enough stickers to maybe do like 4 pages, and I think that I will. I'm just like doubting myself. But how about we start by adding one of the washies as well. And yeah, I do want to roughen it up, so maybe we could go down here at the bottom, and then we'll see if we need to move it up or down or anything like that. So maybe right there. And how about we maybe add the books and a drink, or like the coffee. Let's see. So if we were to put it here, it'll kind of look like that. But I think that I would need to go just a little bit lower. That way I don't cover up the April. I don't know what it is, but I haven't been wanting to cover them up, just so that I don't have to turn the page and figure out what day we are in. And so if I actually want to have the rough edge, I think I need to place these ones down first. So that should be good right about there. And then we could add this on top. Okay, perfect. Do I want it to be longer though? I feel like it ends right where it ends, and I don't know if I like that too much. I think I need a bigger piece. So So let's maybe do that. And then if it's way too long now, I can always trim it down. Because once it's short, and we cannot make it longer, not even if we wanted to. So that should be good. Let's see. Oh my gosh, yeah, that definitely works. And we just had this little piece over here. Okay, so yeah, so far so good. I think I'm going to leave this alone just because I'm worried that I'm not going to have enough stickers. So now that we have this side going, now I want to go over here. That way we can see exactly what we want to do. And actually, before I do Sunday's page, do I want to do Monday? That way I can stretch out the stickers, right? Because on one of them, I definitely want to use this corner piece. I'm just not sure what page I want to do it on. And then maybe on the other one, we could maybe do either like relax and enjoy, or it's showtime. Okay, so maybe if I flip the page, I think this is where I want to use this big floral and then maybe do the quote over here instead. Oh my gosh, because I'm also thinking that maybe I could pair the Tower of Pillows with the bear, or even the popcorn. How would that look? So, oh my gosh, decisions. And or maybe this one could go here. And then we could do the deco down here. That could also be pretty. Okay, so you know what? I think I'm going to cover up April, even though I just said that I didn't want to. And I'm trying to, there's a little border, so I'm trying to go off of the page just a little bit. That way I can get that going as well. So yeah, I think we did pretty good. I went off just a little bit too much over here, but you know what? It is going to be completely okay. And I don't need this one as a scrap piece. So, oh, and then this apparently isn't too straight. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. But there we go. Okay, so now that we have that, oh no, I should have gone a little bit higher right there. Okay, but now that we have that, let's go down here at the bottom and we can get this little scrap piece. Actually, I don't think this is the one that I wanted to go right there, because I do want it to be longer. So yeah, I think this should be good. So again, let's just roughen up the top. So yeah, hopefully your week is going good. I mean, my days are just flying by. I don't know what it is, but they are just flying. Like, I cannot believe that today is Thursday already, tomorrow's Friday, and then the weekend, and then we do it all over again. Time is just flying so fast. So again, I don't want to put it down too much, just in case. I want to do the washi on top of the stickers. So let's see. So if we were to do this one, could I pair it with the little teddy bear? And then maybe we could put the bowl of popcorn up here. Or we could do the bowl of popcorn here with the pillows. Uh-oh, what do we think? And maybe we could tilt them, do something fun, or do we want the teddy bear? I mean, just so many choices. Because, I mean, we could also do that one, but I feel like we already used it in that page. So something like this, right? Okay, I think I like that. I think I like the pillows and the popcorn paired together better. But this actually kind of went down. So let's kind of pull it back up, and then we could tilt these. Is that what I wanted to do? Or just straight on? Okay, let's do a little bit of tilting. So maybe right there. And then as far as this one, we could just simply put it right around here. So yeah, kind of like this. And now let's grab our letters. So let's see. Let's start with the I, and we're gonna do it in brown. And so we'll do it here in the middle. That way we can do showtime down here, or relax and enjoy. No, right? We should do it's showtime. So we have the brown I, then we'll go ahead and do the T and then the S. We'll do this shade right here. So we don't really have an apostrophe. Okay, so it's, should we actually tilt those? Because showtime is going to be straight on. It's such a long letter, so I don't think that we'll be able to tilt them. So yeah, let's tilt these ones. And I want to do it before they're like permanently down. Should have thought about that beforehand, right? So I mean the T and then the I. Okay, good. So happy that I was able to peel it up. So yeah, it's, and then showtime. So let's go with the S. And I think that I'm going to go just a little bit over here. That way it fits. So then the H, the O, which is going to be the brown. W is going to be what's supposed to be gray, but we'll do this black one. It's show, and then I, no, not the I, but the T. So yeah, we'll do this one here, and then we'll grab this black and gray one, and then we'll do the M and the brown, and then the E. The E was supposed to be gray, but we don't have another gray, so it is going to be brown, which is completely okay. But that is why I'm like, okay, so it's all, I'm only going to be able to do 2, because yeah, then we're not going to have the letters that we need or want. But that looks amazing. I really love it. I wish we would have had like single popcorns. That way we could just kind of sprinkle them around. But I think that it looks so good. And so let's go back over here, and we should put the cute little teddy bear right in here. Okay, so I think that this one looks amazing. Let's actually go over here. And I did bring the brown grid washi, but I am loving the gray one. I think it is so pretty. So again, let's just roughen up the top. That way we can get this one going. And as far as Sunday, what could we do? So I think that I'm going to do the little basket over here. And I think that I am going to put the washi on top of it. So maybe I can place it here. And then we'll go ahead and add this one right about there. Perfect. We'll just trim this off. And now, let's see. Okay, so we do need to use the florals. That way we could use these ones too and fill up the area, because like I said, I don't know why, but I feel like I'm not going to have enough to do all 4 days. But I think with the florals and the deco, we should be good. I don't even know why I am worried about that. But we could add maybe this one right in here. And I don't want to trim off too much. That way we can see exactly what it is. So I'm thinking that right about there. And if I clear my scissors, we can trim this off. Okay, so yeah, I think that looks really good. And I think we're also missing the bullet points. So I'm getting a little bit thrown off. We just have a little tiny piece over here. So we have Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Let's go ahead and get Tuesday in here as well. And then actually, I might want to do this floral down here in the corner. And we could even make it a nice little corner piece and use as much of it as we can. So yeah, right about there. That way we can use the deco that we have left over somewhere else. And again, this could be a great little scrap piece. Okay, so there's that one. And then we'll go ahead and trim this off as well. So yeah, before I forget, definitely wishing you guys an amazing weekend. Hopefully you have nice weather, or it's relaxing, whatever the case is. Hopefully you have an amazing weekend. Our weather is actually supposed to be decent all week. We've been in the 70s, so not too hot and not too cold, even though at times it has felt a little bit chilly, but at least it's not really, really hot. Okay, so yeah, a little bit of washi there. And then, maybe we could get this one going over here. But let's add, well, actually, I think I have this little piece here. That way we can add this sticker over here in this corner. And we'll go ahead and get into the punch just a little bit, kind of like that. And then this one is just gonna go right on top. And I do need to trim it off because it is gonna be way too long. So yeah, right about there. So now that we have that, actually, it is not looking too straight. So let's just fix that really quick. Okay, so yeah, that looks so good. And then we could maybe add the popcorn over here, or maybe we could add it on this side. And then maybe we could pair those two together. I thought these were both drinks, but now we have the popcorn and the drink. So let's, that's a little bit too big, but if we use more of the sidebar, that'll still give us some space right over here, which is great because that is my little today's section. So It has been working out amazing. So yeah, be sure to check out the Plum Paper Spring Sale. Again, it is happening April 13th through April 17th. That way you guys can save 20% off site-wide. No code needed, but be sure to stack code Stephany10 for an additional 10% off of your order, which I think is amazing. So definitely check it out. I'm trying to see where I could place these. I feel like we need something popcorny over here. So yeah, let's go ahead and add this one here. And as far as this drink, did I want to just add it here? Kind of like that. I think so, right? I don't think that I would want to do a flower just because we have a flower here. So I think that this is actually the perfect spot for it. This little piece is hanging out. And so let's get the bullet points going, because I do feel like it's missing something, and I know that that's what it is. So I did bring the brown, but like I said, we're not using them. So maybe, okay, so yeah, let's do this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for my Apple Watch stats, and then the gray one could be for my water intake. So Saturday and then Sunday, we'll go back to this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4. Perfect. So over here for Monday, we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Awesome. So yeah, just one more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, perfect. I didn't mess anything up because in one of my last videos, I ended up going with the wrong color, and it kind of just threw me off, even though it ended up working out. But yeah, it just kind of threw me off. So now that we have that going on, I think we need to get the punch going. And now that that's done, let's go ahead and put it back on the planner. That way we can see it all put together. So we have Tuesday, Monday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Oh my gosh, I almost got mixed up. But we ended up using all of the deco stickers, which actually makes me super duper happy. And we just have some of the florals. So yeah, I am just so glad that we had enough of them. I don't know what it was, but I thought that I wasn't going to have enough to decorate 4 pages. But here is Saturday and Sunday, and I think that it looks amazing. Loving the way that these little letters look. I feel like it brought everything together. And then here is Monday and Tuesday. So I'm really in love with the way that this turned out. I think it's such a beautiful and relaxing little theme. So yeah, be sure to check out all of these small shops. But for now, I am obsessed with the way that this turned out. So if you like this video, please consider subscribing, and don't forget to check me over on Instagram at stephanyhappilyplans. And I'll see you next time.